In today's video, I'm going to show you how to bulk up and build that muscle without the fat gain. Screw long intro, let's just get into it. Now that we got the shirtless portion of the video out of the way, let's get into it. So before we start, should you actually be bulking? Well, if you're currently over 15% body fat, I'd say bulking should not be your goal. Yes, you could build more muscle during your bulk, but your body fat levels are going to continue to rise and you'll be stuck with an even more disappointing midsection. However, if your physique is already on the leaner side and you're ready to build some muscle without that fat, let's get into it. So let's start off with the diet portion of this video. Now, in order for us to gain muscle without much fat, we're going to utilize a lean bulk. You want to avoid the dirty bulk like the plague unless you're prepared to put on a decent amount of fat. We don't want to be spending all spring in a crazy steep calorie deficit and doing hours of cardio for months on end. Our lean bulk is going to focus on keeping a more reasonable calorie surplus and avoiding gorging on a high volume of processed foods. For our calorie surplus, we're going to aim for a 300 to 400 daily calorie surplus. So if your maintenance levels of caloric intake is at, say, 2,500 calories, you'll want to consume between 2,800 to 2,900 calories every day. If you don't know your maintenance calories, go online and find a simple calorie calculator. The reason we don't want a crazy calorie surplus of, say, 700 calories every day is again to avoid the fat gain. Not only that, but for a lot of guys, eating a surplus that high is really difficult. Not only will the lean bulk avoid turning you into a blimp, it'll also be a lot easier to get and eat all the required calories. In regards to protein intake, you'll want to consume 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. So if you currently weigh 150 pounds, you'll want to eat 150 grams of protein every day. And when it comes to your food selection and what foods you should actually eat, is this now your free pass to become a regular at your local McDonald's? Are you going to stock your freezer with frozen pizzas and Hot Pockets? No. Yes, being in a bulk does allow you more freedom to eat more of the high calorie foods you love, but we want to avoid the inevitable fat gain that comes from a diet with a greater volume of processed foods. Unless you're an absolute twig at this point, eating a diet that largely consists of fried or greasy foods is not the move. Think of it like a habit. Once you start getting in the habit of eating all that delicious high calorie crap throughout the day, the harder it'll be to break that habit when you need to lose some fat. You might not notice your fat gain in the first 1 to 2 weeks and think, well, I can get away with this. But by the time weeks 5 and 6 come around, with your belt size increasing, you're really going to regret that decision. And additionally, just a side note, if you want to be smart about timing these calories, or more so your carbs, save a bigger carb meal for about 30 minutes before your workout. This will fuel you with the needed energy to crush your workouts. I mean, you're already in a surplus, so why not take advantage of those extra calories to increase your performance potential in the gym? Now, do you have a tough time getting in your daily protein intake that you need to get? Because I always say get 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight, but still in my DMs I hear from you guys, oh man, that's not as easy as you say, it's a little bit tough. My solution, the easiest one, get yourself a protein shake. And what better time to grab yourself some protein than with EHP Labs' huge Black Friday sale, up to 40% off of selected bundles. I think this bundle works best for guys in a lean bulk. You get the IsoPep protein, creatine, pre-workout, BCAAs and EAAs, as well as performance vitamins, and an additional 25% off on top of that discount with my code BARBARIAN. And if you're not into the bundle option, EHP is also offering 20% off of all single product orders if you use my code BARBARIAN. Also, free shipping on all orders over $30. Now, the sale will be ending December 1st. There's going to be a link in either the description or the first pinned comment. Stock up while it's still available. Huge savings. Without further ado, let's get into the rest of the content. Now, let's cover your training, workout frequency, workout duration, as well as the type of training that will fit best with your lean bulk. So yes, you are in a calorie surplus and you will have more energy to utilize for your workouts. Regardless, this is not the time to be performing like 6 intense workouts a week for over an hour. This amount of training will require a very large caloric intake, a lot larger than a 300 to 400 calorie daily surplus. And for a lot of guys, eating a ton of food every day for weeks, if not months on end, is a very challenging task. So bumping up your training as if you were about to jump on stage and compete in a bodybuilding show is going to make your eating more of a struggle for you. Personally, I like to utilize 3 to 4 intense workouts a week for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. And the goal of these workouts will be focused on progressive overload, meaning you're attempting to challenge yourself with more weight or a greater volume of repetitions every couple of weeks to stimulate growth. This ensures we put our higher caloric and protein intake to actual use, intaking a greater amount of calories while still performing your regular workouts without a focus on progressive overload, and not challenging your muscles with heavier weights will not allow us to yield maximal muscle growth. Now, when it comes to cardio, do you still want to perform it while you're in your lean bulk? And I say yes. It definitely doesn't need to be at the level you'd likely want while you're in a cut, but incorporating some cardio throughout the week will be helpful to keep your fat gain at a minimum while you're building muscle. Some simple 10 to 20 minute walks a couple of times during the week or before your workout as a warm-up is a great aim. Remember, the goal when bulking is to build muscle, not how much fat can you pack onto your frame in as short of a time as possible. Be patient with your lean bulk, stretch it out over a longer period of time, and you'll be able to build quality lean tissue without ridiculous fat gain. So there you guys go. That concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on your lean bulk. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to comment EHP Shaker down in the comment section. So one, I can see who made it this far, and two, we can confuse everybody when they say, why is everybody commenting EHP Shaker down below? Also, don't forget EHP's Black Friday sale. It will be ending soon. Huge savings. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button down below. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you in the next video.